Hey, how y'all do? I'm Bruce Smith. This is the Essential Discourse Podcast. And before I get started, I want to say thank you. Thank you for all the people who have watched, listened to, commented on, offered me encouragement. Thank you so very much. I really, really appreciate you. Today's episode is one that I've been thinking about for a while. And I want to dress it up. I want to dress it up and bring you to the front porch before you knock on the door. And I ask you the question and we get into the actual topic for today's episode. All right. So go with me here. Go with me here. Stay with me for a little while as I dress this up. When you or I, when we wake up in the morning, there are several things that we do out of routine. We wash our face. We brush our teeth. We ensure that there's no leftover eye candy in the corner of our eyes. We also make sure that there's nothing hanging out of our nose. Many of us, we lotion our bodies to make sure that there's no dry skin showing. And we also go to the extent of ensuring that our hair is together. We make sure that if you are a female, you may put on your eyelashes. You may even touch up your eyebrows. You put on your makeup. And you put on your lip gloss or lipstick. For us fellas, hey, we're going to make sure that we don't have anything that's out of place on our face, right? We may touch up our goatee, our beards, our mustaches. Hopefully we put on a little lip balm so that we don't have dry, crusty lips. And most of us, hopefully all of us, we put on deodorant because we don't want to be stinky. And we move from that aspect of getting ourselves together, and we get our clothes together. We get our clothes on, and we examine those clothes to make sure that there are no stains, that it's not badly wrinkled, that the colors are coordinated, that they blend, that they match together. And once we get all that on, then we decide on what shoes we want to put on, which watch we want to wear, what jewelry we want to use as accessories to bring out that outfit. And one of the final things that we do is we put on perfume or cologne. And before we leave the house, we give ourselves a final look to make sure that everything is together. Is that right? So here's the question that I want to ask. I think we all can agree that everything that I have described takes time, takes effort, takes some type of preparation, some type of planning. Can we agree on that? But my question is, what do we do in regards to ensuring that our internal being, our spirit, our soul, looks as good, if not better, than the external factor that we just got finished spending all this time, all of this energy dressing up? What type of energy do we put into ensuring that our souls, our spirits, our internal being is presentable to the world, is appealing to the world? Some of us might get up and say, Lord, thank you for another day. And that'll be the extent of it. Others may do that and, take a moment to read a scripture, a Bible verse or whatnot. But I think we all can agree that the amount of effort that we put on the external surpasses leaps and bounds the amount of energy that we put on ensuring that the internal being is properly prepared for exposure to the world. And this would explain why many of us, as we're driving to our destinations, whether that be work, the gym, Starbucks to get a coffee, to meet up with a friend or whatnot, it explains why many of us can get thrown off by what somebody else does on the highway. It cut me off, and we get to cussing and fussing. Might even throw the other, not this finger, the other finger. We might throw that finger up in there. And we might say some things to that driver from the comfort of our cars. And some of us will let that stay with us throughout the course of the day. And we take that frustration and that anger out on other people. But had we taken the same amount of time and used the same amount of energy to get our inner being squared away, get it ready for a presentation to the world, we might not be in that situation. And I think that this is a conversation that people who are committed to growth, spiritual growth, personal growth, maturing, need to have. This is a conversation that we first need to have with ourselves. Question number one: why aren't I using the proper amount of time, making the proper preparations, exerting the proper amount of energy to get my spirit, my soul, my internal being ready for the challenges of this day? Why don't I do that? I spend all this time on my hair and makeup, on my outfit. Which J's do I want to wear with this shirt? Why don't I take in consideration that I need to get my internal being straight for this day? And this is a question that only we can answer for ourselves. This is not for somebody else to tell us, hey, you might have woke up on the wrong side of the bed. No such thing. No such thing as waking up on the wrong side of the bed. We make choices. And we make choices to behave a certain way by what we prepare for or what we don't prepare for. That's the truth. So why is it that it's so mandatory for us to take on the external factors? Hair, makeup, cologne, clothing. Why do we spend so much energy and time on that, but we won't spend hardly any time on our spiritual beings? Do we meditate in the morning? Do we actually pray? Do we actually pray? Not say a prayer, but pray a prayer. Do we actually pray? Do we actually find us a quiet moment where we can just hear from God? Do we do any of these things before we walk out the house, jump in the car, take for granted that we're going to get to where we're going safe, sound, and secure? Do we do any of that stuff? And I think the answer for most of us is no, if we're being honest. I'm guilty as well. I'm guilty as well. And this is something that we have to train ourselves to take this seriously, to be intentional about our internal being. Because here's the truth. You can spend all the money that you have on trying to keep your body looking the way that it does right now. You can spend all the money that you have on trying to shape your body into what you desire it to be, right? You can do that. You can do that. But at the end of time, your body is going to give out on you. Yeah, it's going to give out on you. There may come a point in time where you're going to need assistance in walking, seeing, or you may need assistance in controlling your glucose, controlling your cholesterol by the way of pills, right? You may even need assistance in being able to wash this body one day. Your body, it is going to give out on you. It is going to grow weaker. The longer we live, it will get weaker. The exact opposite is true of our spirits when we feed it, when we are intentional about spiritual growth and development. Our spirits is designed to get stronger and stronger and stronger over time, while our bodies are designed to get weaker over time. But we spend so much energy and effort on these bodies, and we spend little to no time on our spiritual man. Why is that? Obviously, we know what the benefits of a strong spirit is. You know, if our spirit is strong, if we have a right heart, if we have a transformed mind, a lot of the foolishness that goes on around us wouldn't affect us. We'd be able to respond instead of reacting to this foolishness. And I know. Sometimes reacting is much more gratifying than responding. I get it. But is that the way that we're designed to live? No, it's not. Let me answer that for you. No, it's not the way that we're designed to live. We are designed to live in love. We're designed to love ourselves. We're designed to love our neighbors as we love ourselves. But most importantly, we're designed to love God with our whole hearts and our whole minds. Not with our whole bodies, but with our whole hearts and our whole minds. Because if we get our hearts and our minds together, the body will come along. Yep, that's the truth. Now I know somebody, one of you biblical scholars is out there saying, present your body as a living sacrifice, holy and acceptable unto God. This is your reasonable sacrifice, your reasonable service. This is true. This is true. But in the context of what I'm talking about today, I want to deal with the internal body, your spirit man. Many of us are in predicaments that we're in now because we have failed to learn the lessons associated with having a strong spirit, a right spirit. Now, we'll wash this body. We'll take showers. We'll take baths. We'll use scrubbing, Bath and Body Works scrub stuff. You'll use olive oil, Dove skincare products on this body. Let me ask you this. When was the last time you washed your heart? When's the last time you cleared your mind of all the foolishness that your end gates take in on a daily basis? Your end gates being your eyes and your ears. When's the last time you just said, you know what, I just need some quiet time to meditate and to reflect and have an honest conversation or an honest moment of evaluation with yourself about yourself? Because the truth of the matter is, if you were to do that, you'd be judging yourself. And if you judge yourself rightly, honestly, you could make changes to fix those things that you don't like about yourself. And when you do that, you are self-correcting yourself. And when you self-correct yourself, you don't have to worry about somebody else correcting you, judging you. It makes sense? Yeah, it does. But so many of us, to include myself at times, we rather justify our actions rather than take accountability and responsibility for our actions. So the heart of the question, the heart of this episode is, what would we look like if we spent the time, the energy, and the preparation on our internal man that we spend on our external man? I submit that we would have more people who are more compassionate, more empathetic, more open to reconciliation, more open to being forgiving, more open to giving individuals another chance, another opportunity. There wouldn't be so much chaos and confusion in the world if we did this. And of course, we can't control what other people do, but we can control what we do. And the key is to be intentional and see this as an essential part of development. Because it is essential. If you want to grow, you got to be honest with yourself. If you want to grow, you've got to give attention to the holistic person, specifically your internal being. What are your thoughts? What are your thoughts? I'm interested in knowing what your thoughts are concerning this topic. And I think we can all throw our hands up in the air and say, you know what? I'm guilty of some of this stuff. If not all of it, I'm guilty. At some point in time in my life, I've been guilty of caring more about the external than the internal. My brother-in-law got a saying. He says, it looked good on the shelf, but once I got it home, it was something else. Buyer's remorse. I don't want to be viewed as an individual that looked good on the shelf. And then when I come around or I make the acquaintance of someone else, they say, you know what? It did look good on the shelf, but when that joke opened his mouth, it was tore up. It was filthy. It was nasty. It was disgusting. You know, it's almost like you see a bad chick or a bad dude, bad meaning good. You see a bad chick or a bad dude, their hair is together, the silhouette of their frame is together, their clothes are tight, you know, they look good, right? And then they open their mouth and it smells like sewage. I'm sure it would turn you off. I'm sure that would turn you off. You know, it look like $1 million bucks, look like $1 million bucks and smell like 25 sewer trucks. That ain't good. That ain't good. And that's how some of us present ourselves. You know, we present ourselves as fine, upstanding human beings, but as soon as we open our mouths or as soon as something doesn't go our way, now we smell like sewer trucks. And that's what's coming from the inside of us that is being projected outwardly. And when you think about it from that standpoint, I think we all got something that we can work on. We've all got something that we can work on. And gum ain't gonna mask the scent, the stitch of sewage water. Gum won't do it. Gum won't do it. The stuff you spray in your mouth, it won't do it. It won't do it. We have to wash this heart. We have to condition this heart. We have to transform this mind so that we can change the narrative of that illustration that I just gave you. And the good news is you don't have to do it by yourself. That's the good news. The good news is that we have help. The Holy Spirit can help us achieve this if we would yield to his leadership and his guidance. We don't have to do it alone. We're not in this thing by ourselves. We have help. Help ain't on the way, help is here. All we've got to do is yield to the help. Follow the instructions and the guidance of the help. Allow the helper to help us. So with that being said, guys, I think that we are coming to a close. I dare not keep you longer than 25 minutes. I think we're running about 22 right now. Again, I am interested in hearing what your thoughts are concerning this episode. I just want to let you know that this podcast is available on YouTube, video version and the audio version. And you can also listen to the podcast on your favorite podcast streaming applications such as Apple Podcast, iHeartRadio, Amazon Music, and what's the other one? What's the other major streaming platform? Spotify. Yeah, you can listen to it on Spotify and a host of other streaming applications. You can also follow the podcast at our official website, which is the edpshow.com, edpshow.com. That is our official website. You can get on there, join our community, leave your comments, contact me from the website. You can contact me from either one of our social media platforms. You can do it however you want to do it. It's up to you. We have made it convenient for anyone and everyone to get in touch with us. So again, I want to say thank you for listening to this episode and every other episode that you've ever listened to. I hope that you would spread the word about the Essential Discourse Podcast, share it with a friend, share this link on your social media feeds, share the episodes. If you're listening to it from one of the traditional streaming applications, share the link with someone else. And we want to say thank you again. We love you. And let's work on being intentional about dressing up, cleaning up this internal being within us, our souls. Again, I'm Bruce Smith. This has been the Essential Discourse Podcast. I'll see you when I see you. Peace.